let's get started. So I have already uploaded the images to my desktop, which you can see right here. Normally I would upload it to my hard drive, but if I'm on my laptop and I don't have my hard drive with me, I usually just put it right on the desktop. So, one key program to making your workflow run super smoothly is Photomechanic. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what Photomechanic is, but it is a game changer. Now, I will say I do not use Lightroom, I use Camera Raw. I hate Lightroom. Like, I've tried to do it 3 times. You cannot convince me to do Lightroom. At least with where Lightroom is now, it doesn't compare to the speed of doing Photomechanic and Camera Raw. It's incredible. So, with that being said, I am Team Camera Raw within Adobe. So, I'm going to drag the folder to Photomechanic. Okay? So, it brings up the whole gallery. Now, these are all raw files, and the reason I love Photomechanic so much is because I can come here and I can sort my images, I can put keywords in them, I can adjust the metadata, adjust the times on them, I can star them, color them, like whatever I need to do. It's basically like Adobe Bridge, if y'all ever used Adobe Bridge. And you can do this also in Lightroom, but it takes forever. Okay, so let me show y'all how quick it is to render raw files on Photomechanic. So I'm clicking on the image and I'm pressing the space bar, which opens it up in full screen. Well, not so full screen. Usually it's full screen. Yeah, just like this. Okay, so these are images that I have yet to go through. Okay, so, but look, okay, so pause. These are all raw files. Look how quickly I can just look through them. They don't have to load. It's amazing. So one thing that I do with my clients that has really amped up my workflow is having them pick out their favorites from their gallery. So I'm not the one sitting here scrolling through, trying to sort through the images that I think look the best, aren't the best, whatever, and then by the end of the day I'm editing, 100 images because I can't decide. And so my photographer for our engagements had us pick our favorites, and I found that that worked best because I was able to pick 50 of my absolute favorite images. There was no like, oh, I kind of like this, or like if my hair looked different in this one, maybe. It was just 50 solid images, no questions asked. And so, I mean, like, as photographers, we don't see the flaws in other people. Like, we don't see the bad angles that they don't like, those, those things that are just like quirks that we kind of hold on to. And so maybe I like an image and think it's a great angle of a client, send it to them, and they hate it because maybe it shows a certain scar, or maybe it shows something that's like not something they're very proud of. So I'd rather them walk away with 50 solid images that they absolutely love of themselves rather than me sending them 100 images of like meh photos. So here we go. Here's the process. Into the process of having my clients pick out their pictures. So what I do, I first open it up into Photomechanic, okay? I have not gone through this gallery at all. I have about 500 images to sort through, but I was working with a toddler and a baby, so I really overshot, just trying to make sure, there's a lot of activity going on, so I was just trying to make sure that I caught all the right moments. And so yeah, I go through here and I am starring the bad ones, or the ones that I don't like, as red, because we all know red is bad. And then I'm leaving the ones that I want the clients to sort through just untouched. Okay, I don't mark them any sort of color. You can do whatever you want. You can use the stars. You can do like 2 stars, 1 stars, whatever, or you can do colors. I like the colors, work best for me. So I go through here fairly quickly and marking the images as red if they are ones that I do not want to keep. And you can do that simply by doing keyboard shortcuts within Photomechanic. My keyboard shortcut for red is the number 2. So boom, 2. So I just go through here fairly quickly, just trying to look at the pictures that I'm like, oh, there's a lot of things happening. Maybe I don't like that one. My gosh, Muriel is the cutest little thing. and Muriel is the toddler. She is one of those kids that you can just hang out with, and enjoy yourself with, and forget she's a kid. So yeah, go through this whole gallery, picking out the ones I don't want, maybe the blinks, maybe the random moments that are like, oh, she's so cute. Her face is cracking me up. So yeah, okay. So delete that. Okay. So this was like a sample folder. I already went through their whole folder and read for their actual shoot because this is a paid client. So here's all the reds that I marked. So you can see I try to get it down by 50%. So to see the ones that you're keeping, you can come right here at the bottom, and this is where you can hide a color. So I'll come to the red and I'll hide all the reds. Okay, so these are the ones that I want to keep. So I got it down almost 50%. So these are all the ones that I'm like, okay, it's time for the client to look through these and pick their final 50. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to do, if you're on a Mac, Command A, so just select all. You're going to come to File, Save Photos As, and this is how you save them into small JPEG proofs, to where the quality's low, they can't use the images, but they get a good enough idea of what the images look like. And so, yeah, I have mine set to a lower resolution just so it's quicker. You can kind of come here and set it however you want. You can lower the quality a little bit more that way. And I have them saved within a subfolder in the folder called JPEGs. So you'll come here and you'll press save, boom. I'm not going to save it because I already have it saved, and I'll show you here. So it's going to export all those images as small JPEGs, and then it should put a folder at the bottom if you set it that way with all your JPEGs. So these are all the small exported JPEGs. The client gets a great idea of them without it taking forever for you to upload, and without it taking forever for them to render on their end. Okay, so from there, I go not to this webpage. I go to PixieSet. Phone call. I go to PixieSet, and then I come and I upload the proof gallery. So I'll just name it Granger Family Proofs. Okay, create, add photos, and then you can just select all the JPEGs, just drag them right onto your computer. Okay, so they're going to upload fairly quickly, just like that. And I'll show you, I already have their gallery that I've already sent them. So here is the gallery that the clients have seen. Okay, so once they're all uploaded, what you'll do is go to share, and you'll just share it with the client. I usually I have an email template. Oops, not that one. Proofs. So I start with this, and I'll add in like personal information, or like, hey, really enjoyed today. You know, I try to make it personal. But basically, all I tell them to do is to select just by favoriting their images on PixieSet. PixieSet has this really cool function where clients can go and favorite their images, so they can do that for the edited galleries, so that they know their favorite images from their wedding galleries, or family members can go and do that. But I use it for proofing. So this helps me, this shows me what images they want to keep. Used to, I'd have them write down the numbers, and that was just such a pain on both sides. So I tell them pick their favorites, and then I send it over to them, and they get the gallery, and they view it, and then within a couple of days, they send me back their favorites. So this isn't Lauren's complete favorited list, but I will edit the favorites that she already has marked just to show you guys. So I see her favorite list. I'm gonna open their gallery, their album back up in Photomechanic. Gonna kind of push it to where I can see it on, sorry, to where I can see the, I just tried to point to the screen, to where I can see where their favorite list is, and I can see their gallery so I can match up the numbers. Okay, so, and that's another thing. Whenever I export the JPEG, whenever I export the, whenever I export the raw files into JPEG, I keep the same file name so that I can match up the file names whenever I'm going from favorite to raw files. So I kind of go through it fairly quickly. I like to mark the favorite images with like this pink, or I mean you can do any color, but for me I use pink because that's the one key, so it's easy. I dabble through 1 and 2, and so it makes it easy for muscle memory. So yeah, so she has 49, and she has 53, then she has 58, she has 92, let's see, 118, 134, and then we'll stop there just for right now, but normally obviously go through all of them. But for time's sake, I don't want to bore you guys too much, we're just going to stop there. So from there, once I have all the 50 pictures selected, I'll come and hide the images that do not have a color on them. So it'll leave me with only the ones that I want to edit. So then I will Command A, and then you can drag them into Photoshop or just select Edit Selected Photos. Obviously, if you use Lightroom, you can just drag them into Lightroom, but I firmly believe in Camera Raw. So this is what Camera Raw looks like when you open it up. Same as Lightroom, same function, just way quicker, and in my opinion, just way more efficient, way less distracting. So I'll come here to my presets. I already have a preset kind of made for them, but normally, you know, I kind of scroll through, see which ones I'm feeling for it, and then I'll select it. So I'll do this one. I think I'm gonna drop the contrast down just a hair. Maybe up a shadow a little bit. And then I'll come and bulk edit. And whenever you're doing the synchronizing in Camera Raw, it is Option S on a Mac. Always straightening out images. I can't stand a crooked image. Drives me nuts. So I'm going to come here and just adjust exposure and white balance just a hair. There we go. Oh my gosh, so cute. Same here. Adjusting that crookedness. Perfect. Let's see. I just kind of carry over the preset with each image and then adjust as I see fit for each image, because every image is not different, but you know, different lighting angles, clouds coming in front of the sun, clouds not coming in front of the sun. So there's like a good bit going on. Oh, she's so cute. Okay. Almost done. I'll maybe up the saturation just a hair. That poor baby. So cute. Okay, and then go actually kind of darken this corner of hair. it too. Make sure we're good to go. I believe this one is crooked too. A little bit. Okay, so then I will come here, so, edit my 50 images. It usually takes me like 20-ish minutes whenever I'm not talking to a screen. So I'll come here, select all of them, save images. I'll export as, I'll just say Granger family. Export as JPEG, highest quality. sRGB. Yeah, okay. And I am saving it in the same location as where the files came out of. Save. So then these will start to export. I'll click done while they finish exporting. It won't mess you up, it'll still go right there. And then within Photomechanic, you can see the files getting updated. Yep, there it goes. So, yep, you can see them kind of get updated together. I'll show you all before and after. So, this is before, it's after, before, after, before, after. And then I will, once they're all exported, I will make a new gallery for the client, new collection, Granger family, create. And then I will just drag and drop the images in there, and then they will upload, and then I'll send the client their final gallery and let them know how much fun I have with them. It's super easy. I love Photomechanic. I used to use Adobe Bridge, and it just took forever to render the raw files because the raw files were so big. But Photomechanic makes it super easy. You can also come in here and adjust capture times and dates so that, if you have a second shooter you just forgot to set their camera to your time, you can come through later and adjust that fairly easily. You can also, let's see, nope, it's not what I want to do. You can also come through and apply like metadata. So you can come here, type in keywords, which is what I'm learning is crucial for Google. You can do city, location, copyright, who the photographer is, all that good stuff. All added on there so quick, so fast. I'm not kidding, y'all. If you are not an Adobe Raw, Camera Raw convert yet, come talk to me, because Lightroom, they need to work on it. It is just way too slow. But yeah, so overall that process, whenever I'm just in the zone, it takes me about 20 minutes to skim through a gallery, to skim through an album, to get, not an album, a folder, to get the proofs ready, and then I upload the proofs, and then really the longest part is the clients getting back to me. Usually I tell them, get back to me within the next couple of days, and then as soon as I get their favorite list, I go through, edit the favorites. That takes me about another 20 minutes. I'm not kidding, I don't take longer than an hour on portrait sessions anymore. It is so easy and so wonderful. So I hope that was helpful. Feel free to ask any questions, and yeah, thanks for being so patient. This is my first ever screen recording video, and it's kind of weird because it's just weird. So yeah, bye.